Hello, I'm Gus Downing, publisher and editor of the D&D Daily, and this is the LP News Network. We're here today with Todd Leggett, CEO of 3SI Security Systems, and Dan Reynolds, VP of Retail Sales for 3SI. 3SI is on a mission to create a safer world with innovative technologies that redefine asset recovery and criminal apprehension. The company began in the financial market as one of the first providers of smoke and dye technology for cash protection. They've redirected their focus, developing retail applications of their patented GPS technology to address loss impacting multiple verticals within the retail segment. Today, they protect more than 250,000 locations worldwide and are on one of the leading providers of retail GPS tracking and tracing solutions. Todd and gentlemen, thanks for being here today.
Thank you very much, Gus.
Todd, how was 2018 for 3SI?
2018 was a fantastic year for us. We had tremendous momentum in a couple of new markets, culminated with success in the retail space. We had exceeded our numbers on the top line and the bottom line.
Excellent. You know, your footprint in the retail space has grown significantly. You know, what drove that? What do you think that is all about?
I'm going to let Dan take that one.
Okay.
It's been fun. There's a couple things I think that stand out, Gus, and first is that we keep it simple for the retailer. And fortunately, we're highly effective too. So those two things together are getting attention. When I say ease of use, we send our GPS device to the store. The manager's able to activate it. It's self-installable. And then we take over. And when I say we take over, we have a law enforcement division of 20 retired commanding officers, detectives, and they, over the last 15 years, they've trained over 7,800 police departments and all 52 FBI offices. So they're familiar with us. So behind that is our own 24/7 tracking support center. So when our tracker begins to track, it goes to the local police department and it goes to our tracking center. We call the local police department to see if they're on it. They usually are, but we give them assistance all the way through. And our average apprehension time is less than 20 minutes.
You know, what are the biggest retail crime trends impacting the industry, and how has 3SI responded?
Well, as you've been reporting throughout the year, violent crimes are up.
Right.
The Justice Department has released that violent crimes are up 15% over a record year last year. So what we're doing is we're releasing some new products. We're trying to stay one step ahead, but also what's rewarding is we're putting the bad criminal behind bars. We're actually apprehending these violent offenders, and so that's our focus, and that's it's what we try to do every day.
Can you talk to some of these new products, or is it too early yet? Or
No, we can talk about them. So we really work in unison with law enforcement to see where the crime trends are going. And really, we work with a series of our engineers that work with covertness of the products. So depending on where the crimes are happening and the trends are happening, we try to be right there and supply a product to our customers and listen to our customers where the losses are. So we've really moved in a couple of cases towards industrial commercial products that could be helping support infrastructure. We've also found some products that are really helpful in the supply chain. So from a hub and spoke operation, and so we've taken some of our largest customers where we've been successful at the retail side, and they've come back to us and said, hey, can we use these products on the supply chain side? So those are really two of the biggest areas. Industrial, commercial, and supply chain and logistics.
what's on the, well, before I even go to that question, you had talked about having a law enforcement division that made up, comprised of commanders. Could you give a little bit more of a definition there in the service it delivers?
Go ahead, Dan. Go ahead.
So, yeah, there are over 20 of them across the United States. They're retired. They're part of the police department brotherhood. They go. They meet with them. They're in their meetings. They train and retrain. So, but it even takes it a step further. We've had some GPS tracks that they'll find it and get rid of it, say, within a couple minutes.
Sure.
we will meet, our law enforcement division will meet with the local PD, show them the track, show them where they went, and they'll go get video from that area and still be able to close the case.
Right.
So it's that kind of relationship that we have with the police department that we bring to retail. Retail has great relationships with police, but we take it that next step for them.
Right, obviously. And have the liaison and the relationships established in probably a little more connected.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, so I've spent many years working in this industry and have seen a lot of the challenges with false alarms. So in this case, our teams work very closely and close-knit to train law enforcement on how to use the solution within their town, within their community. And in many cases, Gus, they become customers of ours. So we make some products for law enforcement as well as retail and banking. So it's been able to help us expand our footprint. Yeah.
You know, what's on the horizon for 3SI?
Well, 3SI is at a really, really positive place. We became private equity owned last year through a company in Philadelphia called LLR Equity Partners. And they are very active in this investment. They're very excited for us to grow and position the company for growth. So our new markets are there, the trends are there. We're concentrating on technology change. So there's a change in our world from 3G to 4G, which is really critically important. And then we're working on trying to make sure we get the right exposure to integrate our solutions with many of the other solutions that your panelists have talked about today, because we believe GPS tracking complements a full security solution at any customer today.
Sure. Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you for being here today and participating.
Yeah, thank you very much, Gus.
to be here.
We appreciate it.
Thanks, Gus.
Well, that's it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank you for watching. And until next time, let's keep them all safe out there.